Hey, what is going on, guys? I'm here with a requested video. In this video, we're going to be going over what I use in my detailing arsenal, I guess. Everything from my detail cart to the equipment that I use to clean all of our vehicles. So we have the Fiesta ST, we have her Mustang, which is at Retrofit Source right now, and we have the Ranger, which is probably out of all the vehicles we have, gets the dirtiest. So with that being said, let me go ahead and preface this video with a few things. One, I'm gonna be talking about Adams polishes a lot. I've been using Adams polishes since 2015, and I went to go visit them in Colorado when we went on our first cross-country trip, or when we first went to Colorado and back. Went to go visit them over in the Denver area. Awesome people. Their customer service has always been great. The people there, their designers, they do a lot of cool stuff for the detailing community. And they make it simple enough to where anybody can really get involved. Now, don't take that as this is a sponsored video, because it's not. Nobody paid for this video. So I'm gonna reference Adams polishes, I'm gonna reference Chemical Guys. But if you're the type of person that goes to AutoZone, picks up a $5 thing of Meguiar's car wash, perfectly fine, that stuff's good too. So don't take that as you have to use the stuff that I use to really clean your car well. There's a lot of good products out there, some that I've not even tried myself. So if you're the type of person that uses Dawn dish soap to clean your car, you definitely want to stop, because that is absolutely horrible. And drive-through car washes, I can go on for hours on properly cleaning your vehicle, but this video is not a detailing video. It's not going to cover proper washing techniques. It's not going to cover how to properly, which type of wheel cleaner to use for like high performance brakes with a lot of metallics in it. It's not going to be like that. I might mention a few things, but it's strictly going to talk about the equipment that I use personally, the types of chemicals that I use, and that's really about it. So I'm going to try to make this an under 30-minute video, but let's go ahead and get started. Fiesta's here, Julie's car's at Retrofit, Ranger's outside. It's really cold. A cold front just is now coming in, so the garage door's closed. I'm not going to be freezing my butt off out here, so we closed it, got some heat in here. But let's go ahead and start with the first topic at hand, is a pressure washer. So right here, I use a 2000 PSI, 1.2 gallon per minute Greenworks electric pressure washer. We have used Ryobis in the past, and I've gone through 9-10 Ryobi pressure washers that end up failing within the 5-6 month period, sometimes even sooner. But this one's been a trooper. It's been good. I have no real complaints on it. Over here to the right is a newer edition. We used to use a shop vac, which shop vacs are fine. But this rigid 5-gallon or 4.5 gallon 5 horsepower vacuum has been really, really nice so far. But we used it a couple times. I got a auto detailing kit that comes with, or it doesn't come with, it's an additional cost, but you can get this at Home Depot. And the auto detailing kit comes with a better hose. It's longer, it's 10 feet. It comes with some attachments that are pretty nice. I'll show you. I think I've put it in here. Yeah, it comes with some attachments that you would like see at a car wash. A little wide mouth, a little crevice style to kind of get in there and kind of do like, just pulling away some stuff from the carpet. That's got like this little little bendable crevice tool to get around your seats. It's really helpful. Stiff brush for vacuuming. I probably won't use the stiff brush as much. I think the soft brush is what I have currently in the attachment, which is kind of for the dash, the leather seats. I can kind of rub it on the leather seats without damaging it. That's what I use for a vacuum. Now, let's move on to these buckets. So I have a few different buckets, and these are your standard 5-gallon type of buckets. They have some Adams Polishes logos. This was like their Black Friday one that they did. And this is my wash bucket. It's got a standard grit guard in it. Inside here is like a microfiber type of wash mitt that I try to keep clean. And then I've got a brush that I use for like emblems and trim. So I'll toss this all in here, load it up with soap, and kind of scrub at little intricate spots that I can't really get with the mitt properly. Some people prefer 2-bucket methods. Sometimes I will, depending on how dirty the vehicle is, but most of the time I will trust the foam, the grit guard, and just kind of rinsing the mitt once in a while outside of the bucket. This bucket is my wheel cleaner bucket, and it's got a few different brushes in here. So we've got like a wheel arch brush. So something like this is good enough to reach inside to the wheel wells and scrub inside the wheel wells. And then we've got, what else we have here? We got a couple of those. We have these barrel brushes. A few different companies make these. This one's a little bit longer for like, Julie's wheels on her Mustang, they're like 11-inch wide wheels. So they require a little bit more, I guess, push inside the barrel. So the Fiesta wheel isn't very wide. So I would use a smaller brush like this to get inside. Clean behind the barrels, clean up in there. That's what I use these brushes for. And then what else we got? We have 2 different types of wheel brushes, or actual like standard type of brushes. So this one on the left is more of a softer bristle, and this one is a stiffer bristle. So the stiffer bristle is a little bit of a harder one for like the tires, scrubbing the tires, and then this is for cleaning the actual face of the wheel. You can use a microfiber if you don't have these, but these are I highly recommend getting a good set of brushes. And the other plus side to these brushes is that it has a soft rubber coating on the outside. So a lot of time, depending on your wheel, you'll be scrubbing at it and you'll be hitting the side of the wheel, and you hear that it's a soft hit, like it's not going to damage the wheel. Really good to, you know, rather than a standard type of brush, you get something that's kind of designed for cleaning wheels that's not going to damage. You can kind of squeeze it in there and kind of scrub, and you're not going to worry about scratching anything. That's pretty much it for the wheel cleaning bucket. Let's move on here. All right, so my third bucket, it's just it's a smaller bucket. So sometimes if I'm cleaning a really dirty wheel, I will fill this up with water, or I'll use something like this wheel gel wheel cleaner. So we're gonna get into that a little bit. I'll put some of that detergent in here, fill it up so it's a little foamy, just specifically for the wheels, and I'll toss all the brushes in here. But for now, it's keeping the pressure washer hoses. I have an additional hose it's an expandable hose that extends out for when I'm rinsing certain things that I don't need full pressure washer stuff for. So that's basically the washing stuff, the wheels and the tires and washing the car. Now, if we go over here, I use like a standard like DeWalt drill, and go over here talking about cleaning the wheels. On my detail cart, I have this little bin that has a few of these attachments. You guys have probably seen these on other detailing channels. They basically hook up to the drill, and you can use them. They're stiffer bristles, so you can scrub at your tires. Now this is really helpful for when you're cleaning something like a 35-inch tire. You'll be scrubbing at it forever, but this is kind of, it's easier to attack like the browning of the tire with a tire cleaner when you have something like this. Something a little bit more, it's smaller. So I have this attachment. I've got more of a round style attachment if I want to clean. This is good for like cleaning in between like shocks. If there's a really dirty spot I want to kind of attack and clean, I'll use this type of attachment. But while we're here, I've got spare nozzles. Sometimes the nozzles break. I've got spare ones. I've got some applicator blocks. These are Adams Polishes applicator blocks. These are for tires, any type of trim. This is something that I use for interior leather conditioner stuff. So that's that bucket. Go ahead and close that up. And then in this bin right here, I have just some spare gloves. Whenever I'm cleaning the vehicle, I'm working with a lot of different chemicals, and some of these chemicals can be kind of harsh, or I just don't want them on my skin. So I'll use like a latex glove, powder free, whatever, you know, just that type of glove to clean and not worry about that stuff sticking to my skin. Now, before we get to the detail card, I want to talk about microfibers. When you have microfibers to clean your vehicle, you've got cheaper microfibers, and then you have higher quality microfibers. I'm going to show you guys the type of microfibers that I use personally. So if you're looking at these there's 3 garbage cans. One is actually a garbage can. These 2 bins, this is clean microfibers. These are dirty. So I like to separate dirty microfibers, and this garbage bin is brand new, so it's not like an old garbage bin with like crap in it. Bought 2 of these at Walmart. They weren't that expensive. They were like maybe 16 bucks a piece, but it's enough to organize microfibers, because we used to throw microfibers everywhere. They used to be in our trunk. We would use them for something, and then we would just kind of put them off to the side. Like we would just put them on a table or something. And then eventually we would just have to gather them all up and clean them. But now what we instead decided to do was get these. So if I look in the clean bin, I know that all of these microfibers are clean. So most of our cheaper microfibers are in this bin. So when I say cheaper microfibers, these are like the Costco microfibers. These are almost like throwaway microfibers. I bought a bunch of these on Amazon. Like they're 1 foot by 1 foot, and they're good little like quick detail type of microfibers. They soak really fast. They're okay. So bought a metric crap ton of them, and we just kind of keep them in there. So whenever any of us want to like do a quick detail, we just grab a bunch of these. Now, I didn't mention this brush. So this is just an extendable brush. For those of you that have off-road vehicles, getting something like this, you can order these on Amazon for like 10 bucks. And this is a microfiber, almost like a wash mitt, but it's on this pole. So you can clean your windshields. You can get that part of the hood on, if you have a lifted truck or an SUV, you can clean that part of your hood that you can't really reach in the center. You can kind of scrub at it and clean it, and clean your rear windows if you have a truck, if you have a bed rack that you can't really get behind to clean. I don't really use this to wash the truck ever. It just depends. If it's really, really cold and I don't want my hands to get freezing cold and I need to clean the truck, I'll use this. But for the most part, I'll keep it clean, keep it off the ground. This is not like people are like, well, don't use brushes to, brush sticks or whatever to clean your vehicle. I mean, as long as you keep your mitt clean on here, just like you would your regular mitts, it's fine. You don't have to worry about that. So I usually keep that over here as well when I'm cleaning the truck. Really good one to have. Over here in this Husky box, so this is more of the higher quality microfibers. These are Adams polished, and they look dirty. They've just been used a lot, but these are clean. These are like the triple soft, like they're very thick microfibers. They're not your standard type of microfibers. And over here we have like drying microfibers. These are really awesome. These are Adams polishes as well. These are their waffle drying towels, and then they have the really thick, it's almost like a blanket. This is a drying towel as well. I actually have one up here that I was using earlier today. I use them a few times to dry off certain spots of the vehicle. So when I dry the vehicle, I use just a leaf blower. I hook up an electric cord to a leaf blower, and I'll blow out all the water from the edges. You want to make sure you blow out around this area, the hub area, get all the water out from behind the hub. All of these little crevices, I take the leaf blower to just get most of the water off of the car. And if you have a coating on your vehicle, it's a lot easier to blow dry the car. So once that's there, obviously she was driving in rain today, so you have little water spots, and I just take the drying towel and kind of just go over certain areas with a drying towel. So that's what we use for the the higher end microfibers. That's what I use. Over here, we've got some assorted items. I've got my graphene detail spray. We've got a gallon of mega foam, standard detail spray, slick and slide. And you can check out what all these products are. Wheel and tire cleaner. This is basically just my spare stuff, extra supplies, and then, yeah, just, oh, and these are like all my scents. So as far as scents go, most people use air fresheners, which is fine. But one thing I actually do like about Chemical Guys, they have different types of scents. Like this one's the squash, JDM squash. I have a bunch of different ones, like I have glazed donuts, just different kinds. I just like having different smells sometimes. But we'll go on to the detailing drawer of my garage, and we've got a few things. So we've got some extra microfibers. Let's see, we got some brand new microfibers, single softs. We've got some polishing pads. I've got some extra wash. These are brand new wash mitts. So sometimes we'll be cleaning our car, or I'll be cleaning the car and I'll drop my wash mitt. So if I drop one of these on the floor, on the ground outside, while I'm washing, I will just throw it away. I don't bother washing it. It's not worth risking my paint over like an $8, $9 wash mitt. So I'll throw those away. So we got some air fresheners here, assorted ones from different companies. Adams, I got an Edelbrock one. We got some extra spare tips for the pressure washer. I got a spare mitt for the brush over there, the extendable one. Got a spare one for that. And then the second drawer, I've got some vacuum attachments. I got some clay for claying the car. I have an interior detail brush, so super soft. I would never use this like on a wheel. We have the UV light. The UV light for the graphene to see where I've had it. And then I've got the micro polisher. So this is, I actually got this from a mystery bucket. If you're not sure what a mystery bucket is, basically you pay like 70 bucks for a bucket from Adams Polish, and they'll toss in like $200 or $150 worth of products. And sometimes you'll get lucky enough and I got a polisher. So this is perfect for areas like this, like on the pillars. I haven't been able to use this yet because I've been wanting one, and I finally got one through a mystery bucket. Once the weather starts getting a little bit better, I'm gonna be using it. It came with extra pads. So polisher head attachments. This is kind of like my detailing drawers. My standard polisher, I actually have an Adams Polishers one on the way. My buddy Trevor hooked me up on a really good deal for this Harbor Freight style DA polisher, and that's what I've been using. So gonna be using the Adams Polisher Swirl Killer when it comes in. Gonna try that out. Organize my detail card basically with stuff that I use on the regular. First things first, good car shampoo. Just a standard car shampoo. You don't have to use Adams polishes. They do have really good stuff. So their standard car shampoo doesn't have any type of additives. It's a good pH level for your paint. It's not going to strip anything away, but it's not going to add anything either. There are some shampoos that add like a wax or add like a protectant on it. I like to use something a little bit more neutral that's not going to add anything on top of the ceramic coating. I use Mega Foam, lots of Mega Foam on the foam cannons that we use. Yeah, Mega Foam is one of the best on the market as far as how thick the foam comes out of the pressure washer or the foam cannon. I can't say, it smells amazing. Can't say enough about how awesome the Mega Foam stuff is. This is a product that I was researching a while back, and it's called Diablo Gel Wheel Cleaner from Chemical Guys, and it's kind of like a shampoo for like cleaning your wheels. So I like this. I use the 3-gallon bucket that's back there. I'll toss a little bit of this and kind of activate it with the water. and then I will clean my wheels. If I really want to work at my wheels and not just spray stuff on and scrub, I will fill a bucket with this and then just toss my brushes into it while I'm working after the spray. So as far as the spray goes, I use Adams Polish's wheel and tire cleaner. There are different types of wheel cleaners for like different types of vehicles. So like if you have a high performance vehicle, you're gonna wanna use a standard wheel cleaner from Adams Polishes, which has certain chemicals that break down the metallics and the brake dust. But your ceramic brakes, like the brakes that you have on like standard vehicles like 4Runners, Tacomas, Rangers, you don't need anything aggressive like that, that it won't have that compound in the brake that's gonna leave like any type of crazy metallic dust on there. This is a wheel and tire cleaner, so it saves, it's sprayed on the tire and you spray it on the wheel, and it removes that brown off your tires and really cleans the tire, but it also works on brake dust as well. This stuff, I use a lot of it. I have another gallon of it over there, and I don't fill up with just the fluid. I will dilute it. Since I spray it pretty liberally, I will fill up like this much of it and then the rest with water and kind of mix it. Over here we've got, this is Adams Polish's wheel cleaner that's been diluted into a standard spray bottle. So I'll put maybe about this much of Adams wheel cleaner. So her Mustang, the Fiesta with more of metallic brakes in it, I will use this to break down the brake dust a little bit better and quicker. And then we have got standard degreaser. This stuff, if you watched any of my Instagram stories where I'm cleaning the undercarriage of the Ranger, I spray a lot of this. We have a 1 gallon sprayer over there. Sometimes I'll pour a bunch of degreaser in there and then I'll fill it with water. Then I'll pump it a few times, and it's like one of those weed type sprayers. But it's enough to, I don't have to constantly spray with the spray bottle, but this stuff's amazing. Any type of degreaser, so like your simple greens, your what was that, purple power, that type of stuff. You don't want to just spray that stuff straight out of the bottle onto whatever you're trying to clean. It's really concentrated. So get a bottle like this from Home Depot and you can actually see how much fluid is in here, and then you mix it and you get the right diluted amount, and then yeah, you're good to go. So moving on, we have rubber cleaner. So this is not a degreaser, this is not a wheel cleaner, this is straight up for tire and rubber. I use this on like floor mats. If I really want to clean like our Husky mats or our WeatherTech liners, I will use a rubber cleaner. Over here on the back of the detail cart, I use undercarriage spray. This stuff is absolutely amazing. So if you're into off-roading, if you ever looked under your like suspension area, your frame area, and you noticed after you clean your frame or you scrub at something, it turns, instead of a rich black color, it's that grayish, like it looks gray, your frame looks gray, the black metal looks kind of has a grayish like hue to it. So this stuff, it's not for your paint, it's for metal and plastic wheel liners, and you spray it on, you let it soak, and then when it dries to a nice little matte finish. Now, the difference is, this is it has like an oil in it where it's gonna moisturize that plastic, and it's gonna moisturize that metal, and it's gonna put a protective barrier on that metal itself. So I'm gonna see if I can get a little picture of a before and after. Really good stuff. So I spray this on the frame, I spray this on my leaf packs, I spray this everywhere, most of that I can hit on the undercarriage, especially the CV boots. I will spray this on that, just so that when you use a degreaser, it will pull all the oils and like it'll just dry out stuff. It'll clean it, but it's gonna dry it out. So I follow it up with undercarriage spray, and it gets a lot of that moisture back into whatever I was cleaning, and it makes it look good again. So yeah, that's what I use. Now, if we go down to this level, we have all my graphene stuff. So graphene detail spray, I have a graphene spray, ceramic spray coating. So I'm gonna get into some things with this in a second. I've got graphene tire dressing, and yeah, it's graphene tire dressing. So if you're not sure where graphene is, it is like a new technology with ceramic coatings. Do some research, just Google what is graphene ceramic coatings. You'll get a better explanation than I can cover in this video. But it's going to be a lot stronger. It's going to last a lot longer. It's going to give you better hydrophobic qualities. And when I say hydrophobic, it's basically talking about how well water repels off of it, dust. It's going to be a lot better of a coating. Now, this isn't the standard ceramic coating that we use on our paint. You can use this on your paint, but it's not going to last as long as like a real ceramic bottle. Let me go grab it. It's a smaller bottle. But anyways, let me go into this. So this ceramic spray coating, if I'm going off-roading, I might spray a little bit of this on the fender wells and areas where I don't want mud to stick to. I'll just kind of give this a little squirt and let it dry. I don't really have to follow it up. You can use this on your paint. You can use it on trim. Really, really good stuff. Shake it well before you use it. Graphene tire dressing. It's a tire dressing that's going to look really good on your tires. It's going to last a lot longer than your standard tire dressing. I've got an interior detailer. So this is Adams Polish's interior detailer with microban. So it's got a disinfectant property to it. This one's scented cedarwood scent. So this is what I clean my interior with. If you put Dawn dish soap and clean your car, you probably are the type that uses Armor All. That adds a lot of chemicals and just stuff that you don't want on your dash. Over time, it just looks like crap. It's real greasy. This is a real, like it finishes with a matte finish, smells good, and really gets the dirt and grime off your steering wheel. Well, slick and slide. So slick and slide, I would say if you're not coated, you could still, I think you could still use this as a topper, but I use this on the Fiesta a lot. It gives a really nice high gloss finish, so I'll use this like if I'm going to a show or something and I want to make it really pop. I'll use this. It really good stuff. I actually bought a gallon of it just because I do like using this on the Fiesta quite a bit. You can research all these products. Like I know I'm not really going in depth on all these products, but if you pause it and you go to Adams Polish's website, go look up these products that I use, and then you can get a full description on how to use it and you know what it could be used for in your vehicle. This is just a standard leather conditioner. I just chose Chemical Guys because I think I saw it on sale, and I just got the leather seats for the Ranger. Any type of leather conditioner is going to be decent. I've heard talks that, like, you know, most modern leathers have a coating on them already that won't allow the conditioner to soak in, but I still like using it. It gives it a nice little finish. But any type of interior cleaner should be good for your leather seats. So that's pretty much it on my detailing cart. On the bottom I have those brushes and those gloves I'm going to put back. Yeah, so, I mean, that's really about it, what I used. My typical process when I wash my vehicle, if it's just a maintenance wash, I'll use the foam gun. I'll have my buckets to clean the wheels and do all of that. This video is 30 minutes, which I feel like I barely even touched the surface. No pun intended, since this is a detailed video. I feel like I barely touched the surface of what we do when we clean our vehicles. But you don't have to use Adams Polishes. You don't have to use Chemical Guys. You can find good stuff. Even though you can get Adams Polishes now at AutoZone, you can find good detailing products out there. Just do your research. Don't use dish soap. And if you guys like this video and you want me to go more in depth on like how I clean my wheels or how I clean my truck after a trail day, let me know. And I'll go ahead and make a video like that. But I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a long one. So I'm going to cut it right here. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.